like a large caramel macchiato with an extra shot and whipped cream, please.
Coming up.
Wait, hold on. How much is that?
$4.85.
Okay, better drop the extra shot. What does that make it?
$4.20.
Better make it a small. What does that make it?
$3.30.
Better drop the whipped cream. What does that make it?
Less calories.
Oh my God, and he flew all the way to New York to tell me that. That's so romantic.
It's beautiful, really.
You're not even allowed to leave the state.
What's that now?
When you want to talk sports, you ask folks who have seen it all up close. So on The Al Travis Show, we go with the guys at the end of the bench. Time to talk all things sports.
We've got them, John and Dan, with us. Boy, plenty to talk about today. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Not that this was the most exciting thing. We'll get it off the plate here real quick. NCAA women, that game was boring. UConn absolutely crushes South Carolina, 82-59. The last time they played them, it was like 89-58. I mean, this team owns South Carolina. I'm not saying they're a bad team, but that was not fun. Sorry, wanted ratings. It's like, hey, here's a runaway ball game. Enjoy yourself. Thoughts on the ladies? Anything? No?
Connecticut.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, they are the Yankees.
Yeah. No,
right.
It wasn't over by halftime, but the third quarter, it just really, they just got going. I mean, Connecticut's got a lot of great players, and good for them.
Yeah, congratulations. I'm not ripping. I'm just saying that when it comes to you set everything up, you get to the last game, you don't want a 30-point blowout because people start tuning out. I don't think we'll have that in the other side of the fence. Let's talk the games a little bit. Florida down to Auburn. I picked that one. I'm okay with that.
I did pick that one.
Yeah, so we're good. The other side, I don't know how many people picked Houston to upset Duke. That's a tough one. That's a tough one right there.
I
Go ahead, Dan.
am so happy to be wrong. I am so happy to be. I picked Duke, and I am so happy to be wrong. So, as one of the Duke hating masses, it was beautiful to see.
That
it
is
happen the
so
way it did.
mean. That what? Why they couldn't just lose? They had to lose on they can pretty much crap themselves. That makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Okay, John, are you on the I gotta hate Duke no matter what bandwagon? Because I'm gonna throw this out. That flag kid.
They're like the Yankees of college basketball.
Every 4 years is a completely new set of kids. This Flag, here's my point. Flag, when it was all done, he hit the brick at the end that didn't win the game. This kid is 18 years old. National press conference, I thought he handled himself really, really well. I hope he stays at Duke for 3 more years. He's 18. Okay, fine. All right, well, now you gotta give me your predictions now because these are not the teams we thought were going to be there tonight. 7:50. Oh, it's way too late. Way too late. They've got Florida with a 1.5 point favorites. I'm going to have to go Florida because I hate Utah or Houston now. Your thoughts, John? Who wins this thing?
Well, the prognostications and the stats favor Florida, but I'm going to call Houston.
You're going to take the 2 points, go to Houston. Okay, fair enough. They beat Duke. Your thoughts, Dan?
No, I got to go with Florida. I think Houston is going to be. I think emotionally they are going to be just exhausted. I don't see them doing it again.
That's fair enough. All right, we'll have to talk about that on Friday. Here, this will be interesting. We don't talk a ton of hockey. I don't know if it's really a planned thing, but we don't. The Wilder, just battling to hang on. What do we got? 80 games played. They've got 4 games to go. They're going to be in the playoffs. They're not going to, but they're going to have some work to do. But the thing I want to talk about was Ovechkin. He gets his 859th goal. He is now the all-time goal leader. I don't even play hockey, and I don't like it. Gretzky's the great one. We all know Gretzky's the great one. I hate it. 30 years now, most of my life he's been the great one. Oh, now we got to give Ovechkin. Your thoughts? Is there any number that'll ever stand?
Home runs in a season.
Yeah.
What? Why? It was just broken last year with what's his name from New York, right?
Well, yeah, but it won't be broken again.
Ever? Now he's the greatest forever? Now stop. Come on. I wouldn't say 3-pointers, but the kids, all they do is shoot 3-pointers now, so that'll go away. What's sacred? The Iron Man thing, the Iron Man in baseball. because no one plays anymore like that. They get a sprained ankle or something. It's like, ooh, I got to sit out, coach. I got longevity to worry about.
Yeah.
Maybe that's probably the only one, right?
Well, I think we touched on this like a month ago. Complete games in baseball.
Yeah.
Nobody is ever going to break that record because no pitchers will ever pitch that many complete games.
Okay. So I can have something. The great one, the only thing I knew about hockey was the great one, Wade Gretzky, for 30 years, and now that's worthless. I can't change my
how
thoughts
many
on it.
how many total points is Ovechkin behind Gretzky at this point still?
I have no idea.
Hundreds. It's
Hundreds?
At least,
Oh, okay.
At least a couple hundred. I think.
So you're saying
because
this is Ovechkin hitting the goal himself, swinging because in hockey you get assists and it can be 2-3 players deep, right? 2-3 players can get an assist on a play?
up to two. Mhm.
Okay. So this is just the 859 is him hockey stick into the goal. That's what we're talking about yesterday?
Correct.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. And yet
So-
he's got, but how old is he? I got to imagine if you can get an assist is like a point, hundreds isn't that much in an 82. He 2 more years away?
I got the answer on the points.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Thank you, Internet.
Ovechkin has 1,619 points.
Okay.
Gretzky, this will make you feel good, Al, 2,857.
There we
Yeah.
go. All right.
Yeah, because
so I can still come
Gretzky's greatest talent, even with all the goals he scored, his greatest talent was setting up goals.
Nice.
He had
So,
almost 2,000 assists.
So how old is
Yeah, no,
Ovechkin and does he play much longer?
100 on assists.
Anybody know if he's an old man? I don't have any idea.
Yeah, no, he is. He's like 42, 41,
Oh,
42,
good
I think.
God, he's ancient.
Well, hockey players,
It's a brutal game.
It is,
So just
and
with that, congrats to him. Can you guys wrap up the Wild season? Are we going to get in? Are we on the way up or down? Where are we at with your Wild?
they're
beat-
looking a little bit. Go
They
ahead.
beat the Stars.
Go ahead, Dan.
They beat.
No, go
they
Dan.
beat the Stars, and the Stars. They never beat the Stars.
Yeah.
They never
I
beat the
know.
Stars. So, is that enough of a confidence boost? I mean, I think it'll. I think as you said earlier, I think it ensures that they get in, because
Yep.
it's hard to not get in at this point. But it makes me think they've got enough to keep it. But this is not without some of the stars. This is not gonna. I just don't think it's workable yet. Although Boldy and
Krilla.
Rossi look pretty dang good.
All right. How about you, John? Real quick, we'll go to break.
Yeah, I agree with Dan. I mean, beating the Stars never happens, and it was sort of a comeback victory, too. 2 goals in the third and then the overtime winner. That should give them some momentum. I feel comfortable enough that they'll get in. It'll
right.
be interesting to see who they face, but they'll make it.
Well, plenty to talk about then. All right, let's go to break. Talk about on again, off again. Let's talk your Minnesota Twins right after this.
There are many ways to explore Alexandria. Some like to experience the outdoors and all the fun winter in Minnesota can provide. Pick your favorite way to get in touch with nature. Others like to explore downtown in the warm comfort of a boutique or gathered around a table with friends. You can do all of that or relax and do nothing at all. Come explore Alexandria. Start planning at explorealex.com.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
A as in alligator. L also in alligator. But it's not alligator. It's the Al Travis Show.
All right, talk to me, gentlemen. It's Dan and John, the guys at the end of the bench. Someone talk me through this Minnesota Twins squad. I don't get it. If I hadn't had the extra cigar out of the garage yesterday, I would have turned that thing off. We were rolling along. These Twins were up big. I mean, 7-1, I think, at one time. These guys were rolling. And I'm like, heck, it's a nice day. I'll light that second cigar. I'll stay out here. And it wasn't a victory cigar, people. This thing went downhill fast. Dan, give me your thoughts. What's wrong with this squad?
They're not playing well right now, Al. No,
Oh, wait, Captain Obvious is on the team. Great. Let's bust that down.
That's the insightful moment. But I take responsibility for yesterday because when they were up 7-1, I'm saying out loud, boys, don't do the get all your offense in one game thing and you hold off make sure you spread out the offense here. Well, apparently they listened and they stopped hitting.
They absolutely did. So your thoughts, John?
Well, after that insightful analysis from Dan,
It's hard to break that up.
they're kind of resorting to a hallmark that they have. Either they have great offense or really great pitching, but they have a hard time putting the both together in one game.
Yeah.
So you see starting pitchers pitching great, but you get no hits. Or in this game yesterday, you saw some great hitting, and it was kind of spread around, which was really nice to see.
Yeah.
But, you get a couple of guys in a bullpen that cough up some runs. So, I like the signs I'm seeing. It's still early in the season, but it'd be nice to see them put together a little run. And I'd like to see them take like 3 or 4 from Kansas City just to kind of show they can do it. And I think they can.
I'm not trying to rip here, but give up a couple. The relief pitchers gave up a couple. It was 7-1. They lost 9-7. And can we even talk about the 10th inning crap with a guy on second base, crappy baseball thing? It's already bitten us once in the butt. We're horrible at it. We cannot score with people in scoring position. It's one of our Achilles heels, my opinion.
Well,
I wonder what our record is. I'll have to look up.
What's that, John?
I said I'll have to look up our record in those tie games, how we do.
Okay. Well,
it's easy to remember the ones we blow it in.
Because we never win any. Dan, let me just ask you this. I mean, it's a slow start. I get that. 9 games. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about anything till after New Year's Day or something. I don't know what day, when you guys say that. But this is doing horrible in a horrible division, right? I mean, is the Central not the laughingstock of baseball? 4 teams are all underwater.
They are. I mean, right. But now, that's because they're not playing each other right now. That's
what I'm saying. Help. Every other person is beating us up. Every other division is beat. Somebody's taking a shot at us.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's maybe starting to show that maybe last year was a bit of an anomaly. Yeah. That does not bode well. Again, I agree with John. I give more time, but I think you can make more assessments around the end of April to say kind of where the team is at. But right now, they just seem like, the offense just gets to a point where, hey, we're done. We're done. We're not going to do anything else.
No sense hogpiling. All right, give me this real quick. I'll start. Dan, we have 4 with Kansas City starting today. 6:40 tonight, 3 night games and a Thursday afternoon get out of town. Can we win 3 out of 4 against Kansas City?
In KC here, yeah. So, no, I think it's going to be 2. I think it's going to be 2-2.
And does that make you happy? Are you happy with 2-2?
It makes me about where I am right now. It's like concerned, but not yet. It's like concerned, but not yet panicked. So it's kind of no. I just don't think they're just. I mean,
this in-depth analysis from Dan today has just been phenomenal.
Kansas City has a couple.
John, I think I'm quoting Dan when he said like that.
Yeah.
Would you agree with him?
I think we can take 3 out of 4 because the top of our rotation will be coming through. Hopefully, we won't get into those extra inning games because I do think those bite us.
Yeah.
But I think they can do it.
All right, that's what I want to know. Okay, with the last couple minutes, Dan, I don't mean to give you a hard time, but you've got some wonderful quotes so far today. The Minnesota Timberwolves, now in 7th place, they will be battling to try to get into the playoffs. There are exactly, I think, 4 games to go, 4 games to play. I think this Western Conference is too much fun. There are 4 teams, including your Wolves, tied at 18 back. The Denver Nuggets in 4th place are 17 and a half back. You want to dream something big? The Lakers are only 16 back. They're 2 games away. You could go from literally 8th place to 3rd.
Oh,
if
yeah.
everything, I mean, Jiminy Christmas. Dan, back to Al's thing. You got to admit to me. You can't find me 2-3 games that we just piddled away, just didn't show up for in those 80 games, that you'd be sitting in the catbird seat, not begging at the bottom.
Yep. Now we'd be sweating about hanging on, but I'd rather be sweating about hanging on than
That's
But that's. But the amazing thing to me is look at the records.
Oh.
These are all teams with good record, with good to great records.
All of them could get to 50 games. All of them could get to 50
Oh, yeah.
wins. This the conference is tough. John, your thoughts on your Minnesota Timberwolves? By the way, have a very tough schedule, but we'll talk about that in a second. Your thoughts?
They're playing a lot better than I expected they would of late, which is great, right?
Yep.
I'm going to peg them at the 5th spot. I'm going to call that now.
You're saying they're moving up 3 spots.
Yep.
Here's where I think John's full of crap. I don't think we win tonight against Milwaukee. All right, not tonight. Is it tonight? Tomorrow night. I don't think we win against Milwaukee. The Bucks are a good team, and they are on a roll right now, and they have just matchups we don't. Giannis is another man. Not saying that Ant isn't, but he's 7 foot tall and a man. And then we have Memphis after that, who we are in this grudge match with. We could be playing them in the whole play-in tournament thing. I don't want anything to do with them. Now, we'll win the last 2 games, but I think we split them, Dan.
I think they do beat Memphis. I think they take Memphis. So I'm actually giving them 3 out of the 4.
3 out of 4. Oh, okay. Well, then I got to check that, see where that sits us then.
We
won't
know.
Yeah,
there's no way. Yeah, but I don't know where. And you're drinking some juice this morning, John. You think they will outpace the Warriors, the Clippers, and the Nuggets in the last 4 games?
Well,
man.
They've defied themselves the last few games. There were games that they went against teams I would have thought they would have lost easy.
Yeah.
And not only have they won, they've beat some by pretty good margins. So they're playing really good basketball right now. If they keep that up.
It's a bold prediction, John. I got to go. I'm out of time. I appreciate you both being here. And I think the quote of the day is Dan saying, so put that down and smoke it. John and Dan, the guys at the end of the bed. I'm so sorry, Dan.
All the special interests are represented